Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back to the Basics. Y'all gonna do this how we do. Text baby man, it does back. You know what it is, and then it is. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, real woman rise down. Right to work, I'm gonna say it again. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Right to where preacher, preach on. Only place you ever gonna get it. Only place you ever gonna get it. Ever gonna get it. Ever gonna get it. It's right back to basic. Show the deuces how we do text baby man. It does back. You know what it is, know this, know this, know this. And today's topic we're going to talk about is today's topic I want to talk about, man. I really want to talk about this shit. We in the female matrix. Conspiracy dude. I totally agree with you. Right on there. Right on. You bring right down the arrow of that point. Yeah, we are. Because of this, women look at three things: your appearancements, your guest appearancements, where you appear of, and certain clothes you wear, and certain car you drive, and based on they judge on your dick size. I'm being honest. There are women out there doing that. They're out there. Don't even waste your time with those women because they got to learn sometimes. They need to start judging a man based on how they treat him. Because a real woman will look at that. But these hoes and these bitches, they ain't trying to hear that. All they looking at is having a good time. As long as you spend your money on them, as long as you buying all them drinks on them. I'm not going to be those guys doing that. They probably get them other men doing it because they stupid enough to fall for that. And then they complain about it, how they got to deal with this woman after they have a baby by this woman. And guys are dumb enough to sleep with this woman, know what he's getting himself into. But all men gonna think about, that's the first thing women think about in their mind. They think all men think about sex. That's what they thinking about. Yeah, it's true. But some men were raised like that, just like women were raised to believe that they worth more, they worth of their body. But they worth more than their body. We in the female matrix, man. I ain't gonna lie to you because women, you gotta understand women sometimes. Women was raised not having a father at the home. You hear that story all the time. When you listen to these women and get inside of their lives, you hear that same old, same old. You hear it all the time. How daddy ain't around, how the mother ain't around, especially the father left and abandoned the family. But nobody wants to talk about why the man left. Is it because he can't afford to have a family? Is it because he didn't want no family since the beginning? He just want to snatch it and hit it and run with it. We hear these stories, but there are men who do want a family, but they push those kind of men away because they ain't used to a guy that's actually treat them right, respect them, and love them. Women, I'm going to tell you why. My mother always telling me this all the time. She says, son, sometimes in this life, women want a certain type of man. And I never forget what she's saying. But then when I look at it, I was 14, 15 years old. I didn't understand what my mother was talking about. But the more when I got older, when I turned 18 and 17 to 25 to 21 to 22, I get what my mother was saying. Because she knew there were women out there who don't want us. The only time women want you when their looks start to fade. And this is the fact. Their looks start to fade by the time they're 18 and 16 and 17. I hear this a lot. I hear this. Ladies, you can get mad at me for saying this. Fuck you if you can't handle that. Because it's the truth. Because you probably got girlfriends like that. You got girlfriends who are like that, who want that certain type of dude. Want to just slap you or calling out your name or probably lay up on you. Hey, baby. Hey, you fix me a play, baby. Hey, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm tired, baby. Rub my back. Man, I hear this a lot. And those are guys that get all the women. A lot of fuck ups. They think fucking up is cool. Those are the type of dudes that get the women. But hey, they ain't no argue with that. Hey, bravo to that. Bravo. That's what they do. They fuck up. I can't tell you how many, but the only time women want a good man when they turn 40 and 50, now they want a good man all of a sudden. No, You should have it when you was 18 or 22 or 23. But you too damn good to want a good man. You don't want that because you ain't used to that. Because any other woman will settle their love for that good man, that right man. I don't like saying good men, but men that's being good to them. Because I hate that term when women always say they want a good man, but deep down in their heart, they don't. Because their mind going something they're going to find available to them. We in the female matrix, I'm not going to lie to you. The last time I talked to a woman, she trying to get me to introduce her children to me. And something tells me she going to use me as a pay Artemis role, basically take care of her kids. She wants somebody to help her finance to take care of her kid. But other guy that she with, he ain't got no fucking money. See, that goes to show you women need to learn by their mistakes. Because you can't just keep dating on the same damn dude, but you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing, man. Because no other women do this shit than our community. I barely don't see no white woman mess with no good man. And they probably does. They just don't not talk about. The only time white girls mess with a no good man if he's in a biker gang or a football jock, a basketball player, or he joined of a racist protest hatred racist group. You get what I mean. That's the only time. They don't go out. That's when they go out the geek club, the band club, and the chess player type in high school. But usually the time white girls always go after the guy who's the asshole. Let's be for real. The jockstrap assholes motherfuckers. Black women, on the other hand, they always go after the drug dealers. Let's be for real. And every man know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know about the Latino women. Latino women probably do the same thing, go out to drug dealers too. And Asian women, the only time they go out with men, they do that as well. If it's a Chinese triad or a Japanese mafia, or if it's a so-called business arrangement, bridging business kind of guy. All women are different. But like I said again, black women usually date drug dealers, basketball players, football players, sometimes rappers. But how many times you hear a black woman ever date out of a professor? How many times you hear a black woman ever go out with a guy who's a business banker? How many times you hear a black woman ever go out with especially a guy who's a mayor? That's barely don't heard and don't even talk about. See, that's the problem in our community because our people do that. We in the female matrix because these women been fucked over by men so much, they think all men are the same. And that's where they messed up at. And they wonder why they ain't got no ring on their finger, wonder why they all alone, wonder why they got to take care of these damn kids. Trust me, in my younger years, women didn't want my ass. Them same women that get dogged out, now they want me to holler at them, all of a sudden, because they hate the fact what they did to me, dogging me, hurting me and all that. I tell you, you hear this a lot. People say, especially guys, oh, you just mad because you ain't getting no woman. Why I'm going to get mad? So in other words, what you're basically saying, fucking up is cool. That's what you're saying. Just play along. You know? You got to get away from them type of people because those people, they like that shit. That's how they do. They like that. And you got to get away from the negative people, the wrong type of people as far as possible. Get with the right type of people that you going to be around for a long time. Because when you get around with the wrong type of people, you're going to end up dead somewhere. Trust me. You hear this a lot. And I don't feel fit for me, not for no damn dudes keep making a wrong decision with the wrong woman. I don't feel sympathy for women make the wrong choices with the wrong men they choose. They don't want to admit when they're wrong. They don't want to admit it. They want to keep holding back and say, maybe it's just me. But it's always the guy. It's always the guy that did this to me. Because women are emotional. And a lot of that times, men need to stop playing women's emotional. I'm going to say this to fellas. Y'all need to stop doing that. Because of that, Now women look at it, it's always the guy. And it still is. Because in the Bible, men always been seen as evil, always seen as corrupted, evil, and all this other stuff. But women are the ones sleep with the snake, if it the beast. Women are the ones sleep with the monsters. Let's be for real. It's like vampires, werewolf. They play those images all the time in your head, and you got to be this whole tough guy. Even white guys have to deal with it. I was watching a movie called Alien vs. Predator 2. There was this white guy got jumped for no reason. Only because he liked this one chick. But she dating this asshole. And he's like one of those football jocks and his friends type always jump on this kid. But his brother was tough. He didn't like his brother getting jumped all the time. But this bitch ended up dead in the movie because she just act like too hot. I mean, I'm telling you, you got chicks like this. We in the female race, man, because it's just the way women are raised. And I see what my mother was talking about. The only time women want you when their looks start to fade. But when they're hot, they hot and tender there. You could tender, but you can't tender up. But when they're not hot anymore, they unhot, they unbother now. Because they've been ran over by men so much. Because of that, now they felt like all these men ain't shit. No. If these men ain't shit, your pussy ain't shit, like Cat Williams said. It's sad, man, but that's just the way it is. Don't get mad at these bad boys and jerks. They just do you a favor because those guys always get the women. And we see this all the time. It never gets old, never get played. I got a nephew right now who going through this all the time. And women wonder why that men don't want to take into marriage, going through that pain and that headache, and they won't even want to deal with it. So if you don't want to be played, ladies, stop being played. Stop letting men use you and get with the right men who want to get you the kind of right life that you always desire. Always desire and deserve for what you always want to deserve. Because stop based on your looks, because your looks will defade, especially in your teen years and in your 20s, because the clock is ticking. You want to get married, because once your body's looking out, your sex drive is really losing it. And that's all I can say about that. It is your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Chug of the Dish is how we do things, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.